Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in Disco Elysium. Welcome to the stream. Isaac, by the way, you got here before I even started. Familiar face appears, yes. Yes, welcome to the stream cube. Yeah, yeah, apologies for the last stream where I had the chat window on the wrong side and it was it was in the way of the, in-game dialogue. I fixed it for this one. It's been a long time. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a bit. How have you been? Um, anyway, yeah. So it looks like we're after the last stream. What's this? So I'm not even going to try and get caught up. Well, yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, very briefly. Yeah, still investigating the murder of the hanged guy. Uh, In the last episode, we talked to the more militant branch of the dock workers union, who basically came forward and confessed collectively to the murder, basically saying, "Yeah, we killed him. What are you going to do about it?" And it's like two of us, like me and Kim, against like seven of them, and they're like possibly armed. Um, and yeah, there's this sense that they're just really defiant about facing cops and stuff. Um, it's suggested that my theory is that they're part of the reason they're eager to confess to it is that they didn't actually kill him, but they're trying to cover for someone who did. Um, who knows? There's just some there's some inconsistencies in their story. Um, not the least of which the fact that dead guy was like uh, either unconscious or dead already before he was hanged. Um, but one thing they did reveal is that the the killing happened in response to the guy uh, raping a woman in Whirling in Rags a week prior, and we just determined right at the end of the last stream we determined that the alleged rape victim was the blonde woman that we ran into at the very beginning of the game. Like as soon as walking out of the hostel room and she's standing there, and then Harry Dubois has this oh crap moment, like because um, he has this composure check which has a whole bunch of minuses, like -1 composure because you talk to her about not remembering that you're a cop and stuff like that, and it feels like it kind of feels like the dev team is for the game is kind of going, haha, look at you thought that first conversation with the first person you ran into was unimportant, but it turns out she was like a key witness or whatever, and you botched things right at the beginning of the game. But I call foul on that because I was careful during that conversation. Like I had there were a whole bunch of options where I was asking like I had the option to ask like what year it was, or like, are you sure I'm a cop or whatever, or and all this other stuff, and like as I reviewed the recording, because I was curious to know how that played out, um, and yeah, it's definitely like the dev team is definitely trying to set you up for failure in that moment. Check out his gun, right? Yeah, or check out his gunwoman, yeah. um, but yeah, it feels like the dev team is trying to set you up for failure by having the first person you meet like introduced in a context that makes her look like she's there to be some kind of tutorial or something, but she's actually turns out to be a key witness later, kind of thing. Um, but yeah, I reviewed the recording and I was careful about it. I was like, uh, you know, This feels like a choices matter kind of game, and I should probably be careful about what I say to the first person that I see, and maybe I don't want to admit to my ignorance. But as soon as you step out the door, before you can say or do anything, she turns to you and says, "Hello, officer," like drawing your attention directly to her. Like the game intends you to talk to her. And when I did talk to her, there were only two options. There was, "Why did you call me officer? Am I like am I like in the military or something?" Or, "Never mind," uh, which is a non-option. Like you can just choose to just ghost her and just ignore the fact that she talked to you. Like the game is directing you right off the bat to show your ignorance. Um, Plus, yeah, I reviewed the last recording, and a couple of those minuses, like one of the minuses said, like one said, you told her you didn't know you were a cop. You told you were indicate that you were confused by reality, and you mentioned crying in your room or something like that. And it's like, I didn't say those things to her. Like this feels like cheating. uh, and I have a feeling that if I had chosen the never mind option and just walked away from her and didn't talk to her, uh, I would probably be getting minuses for, oh, you ignored her and avoided her. Like it kind of feels like the game is trying to sabotage you no matter what you do. Um, so as far as these things go, I think I got away with very few minuses, all things considered. It could have been worse. Like one of my options was to hit on her, and I was like, ew, no way. uh, that would have been horrible, a horrible thing to do to rape victim who is involved in the case. I think who who's part of a case I was investigating, and particularly since again we don't know what happened in those 3 days uh, that Harry was here but forgot. So he probably already questioned her. So it would be extra weird that uh, 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 he acted like he didn't know who she was, and it would have been extra bad if he had hit on her. Uh, you know, um, it kind of reminds me of sorry, I'm going off a tangent before I've even started here. I'll start shortly, but I just want to say, like, it reminds me of an old Super Nintendo game, Chrono Trigger, because there's it's a, a Japanese RPG game that features time travel basically. It's a good game. It's a fun game. There's early-ish on in the game. There is the main character gets put on trial for some alleged crimes, and it turns out that everything you did at the beginning of the game gets used for or against you in that trial for determining your guilt or innocence. Even seemingly innocuous things. Uh, so this sort of feels like that. Like one of the things is, oh, you're accused of trying to kidnap the princess, uh, and they use evidence that you went to steal her pendant before even checking to see if she was okay when she felt like because you literally run into her at the beginning of the game. Like you bump into each other and both fall down. You see her pendant fall down, and she goes, "Oh, my pendant! Where I lost it. Where's my pendant?" Like the game directs you to go pick it up before talking to her, but they at the trial they criticize you for, "Oh, you didn't check to make sure she was all right. Clearly you were trying to steal her pendant." Uh, it's that sort of thing. Uh, you know what I mean? The game is trying to direct you to do the wrong thing, and then it wags its finger at you for doing the wrong thing. That's that's what this thing feels like it's doing. Anyway, let's hit continue and we'll see where this goes. Because presumably we're about to have a conversation with her, and it's probably going to be super awkward and uncomfortable and stuff. Uh, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so here we are in the Whirling Rags, and there's the dock workers. Oh yeah, it turns out Miss Gardner is actually a lawyer, and she's representing them. So that makes the conversation potentially even more fraught. Like, you have to be careful what you say, because you know there might be something there that she's going to use against us later. Anyway, Kim seems to have something to say, so let's click on him here.
Officer, what was that?
What was what? It was nothing. You mean the sweating and the fidgeting when he mentioned her name? Oh yeah. He kind of lost his composure and stuff.
Yes.
Yes. And the sort of quivering jello thing with the eye. Point to your twitching eye. Let's go with I know that. I think I know that woman.
The victim? Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
I didn't rape her. Hey, Lurk Casera's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I met her in the hallway after I woke up. She knows I didn't remember being a cop. She knows I did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out, that I partied hard and not very mentally healthily. I don't know. I don't know if she actually. Well, I mean, yeah, that was the other thing. What's her name? The Sylvie. The one who was manning the bar the other night said that she witnessed Harry just doing a lot of questionable things while drunk. Anyway, did some pretty crazy stuff before I passed out, that I partied hard and not very mentally healthily. We don't know for sure that she saw that, but yeah, it would be important for Kim to know that she knows I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
Yeah. Yeah, I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
Yeah. I don't know for sure that she does know this, but I'm going to say it anyway.
So she overheard you, or did you party together?
So this is what it feels like to be interviewed.
Fun, not very fun. I got nothing to hide. Well, I mean... I'm just gonna say not very fun.
You'll get through it.
She overheard me listening to music and doing weird things from her room. It's the one next to yours. I'm not going to answer. She overheard me listening to music and doing weird things from her room. It's the one next to yours.
Anything else?
I mean, there's the I didn't rape her line. I mean, technically we don't actually know that for sure. But let's. I'm just gonna move on.
We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing.
Okay. Well, I admire Kim's confidence.
You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be all right.
Hey, got my morale healed, which is good because I'm out of morale healing items. Esprit de corps, teamwork power. Okay. Well, Kim's confident about it. Probably doesn't help that I was banging on her door earlier, but she doesn't need to know that that was me. Don't be afraid to say weird things. Funny how the pop-up messenger says, "Don't be afraid to say weird things," and then it goes, "Ah, You know you're getting penalized for saying weird things. But whatever. Um, this appears to be within her room. Okay, anyway. Just knock on her door, I guess.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
Woman's voice answers muffled by the door.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Yeah, we heard the sound of a shower earlier.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
Could snoop around before going up. Great. Okay, so going to be another one of those moral choice things, I suppose. Like, how much do you want to look around here? Well, take a peek, I guess. Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she's had an extended stay. Yeah, we know that she's been here for a few months. Piles of dirty clothes, a woman's. There's a yeah, there's another room here. I mean, it's again, the game seems to be. Yeah, speak to the assault victim. Knock on door number 3 to talk to the supposed victim of the hanged man to see what she has to say to you. Yeah. Should I snoop in the room? Or should I just go straight upstairs and talk to her? It's just the ever-present question of what would Kim think? I mean, we can't disappoint Kim. All things considered, probably best if I just go straight up. Although there's there might be more content if I go in the room. Ah, darn it! Decisions. Here's where I crumble into analysis paralysis again. Okay, let's just go upstairs. Maybe we'll get a chance to look in there later. Is this? Oh, her bedroom's up here. Bed has been hastily made. So what's in the other room there? Is that is it like a kitchen, or is this? You can look at the window.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run your finger across the surface of the glass.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures.
Is the implication that this glass was recently replaced, perhaps? As in, like, it got broken recently, perhaps.
Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Yeah, this window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
He adjusts his glasses. What's this? Is it welcome mat? Huh. Oh, okay. I have a thought. Smell of cigarette smoke in the air, Astra menthol. Cold coffee and an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog? Like a handful of dried white wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Hand-eye coordination, move your hand fast? What? I have a chance to catch the flowers as they're blowing away? Okay, 58% chance, let's go.
The wind brushes them off the roof. They're gone.
4! I rolled a 4, again! The dice in this game have favorites, I swear. We need to, like, I feel like this stream series needs a 4 counter. The number of times I've rolled a 4 with these dice. They get 4 an awful lot. I'm noticing that. Lots of 4s. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I've been getting a ton of bad rolls in this game. Yeah, well. Well, let's see what Cassie has to say.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other. Forgot to check my inventory to make sure my clothes are I have good questioning clothes on. Oh well.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
Thanks for your input, electrochemistry.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you got here. Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one. Proceed politely, or no time for pleasantries. We have questions for you. Proceed in a rush. Yeah, let's start by being conversational. Nice view you got here.
It's much nicer now.
Heh. Her eyes wander north toward the yard. I mean, yeah, no, there's no dead body there. Oh, hey. Is this always here? Little main menu button? Maybe I just never moved my mouse into the upper left corner. Oh well. Anyway.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
It has, or Disco Infernum. Hell, you know not of which you speak. There are vortices of dark energy present, but not to hell. To another place, a third place, much different from our world. No, I just trashed the place. What are these options? It's like, I have the option to just admit that, yeah, I trashed the place, or I could just, 4 different options expounding about what I did to the place. Or what happened there. Disco Infernum. I mean, I don't think she actually believes a portal to hell's over there. I mean, I'm sure she sees that as she's saying that as sort of a kind of half joking way. So maybe half joking in return is okay. Maybe just go with the Disco Infernum option.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
Ouch. She nods approvingly.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few.
Ostentatious orchestrations, you say? Great.
Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
It's gotten pretty hard in the meantime, but I go on. How long do you think until the hard wears us down? Things are only getting easier for me. I'm a policeman to imitate a siren. What kind of siren makes a to-do-roo-do sound? Is this the Disco Elysium's version of a siren sound? Alternate universe indeed. Anyway, you ain't seen nothing yet. There's a karaoke stage downstairs. No comment. Okay, well, I guess hopefully we haven't made a terrible impression on her yet. Certainly not the best impression. We'll see. It's gotten pretty hard in the meantime, but I go on. How long do you think until the hardware is down? It's gotten. I worry. Okay, like it's gotten pretty hard in the meantime, but I go on like, okay, fair enough. I worry that there's some kind of innuendo in there, like he's like suggestive tone in it gets pretty hard, etc. Um, Linking to the hardware's down. I mean, hmm. So I'm just trying to uh, sort of get an impression of her character from what little we know about her. I mean, like I said, the comment about the portal to hell is open sort of suggests, on some level, some kind of some kind of joking attitude, and maybe either joking or an intent to be a little metaphorical. Um, we're all standing out in the rain here. Like I kind of wonder if being a little metaphorical might be the way to go. I'm kind of leaning towards it's gotten pretty hard in the meantime, but I go on. Yeah, this is me overthinking things as usual. Okay, let's go.
I can see that. I'm glad all this onward going has brought you to me.
Yeah, she nods.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
He looks down at the yard.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette. Yeah, considering in the last stream, Titus said that that we're in for a world of pain if we're like overly hard on her or whatever. So I sort of expected that they would want to be present during this questioning or something. Oh well, anyway.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
Okay. So there's my suggestion skill. Where's suggestion fit in here? There it is. Charming woman, play the puppet master. Okay. What is your name, miss, for the record? Nice room you've got here. They tell us you've been through something difficult. Let's turn to this later. Yeah, I mean, be official about this. What is your name, miss, for the record? Kim can get out his notebook, and the fact that Kim's never met her helps us out because we can get basic information under the guise, basic information that we theoretically already have under the guise of, oh yeah, we're going over this again so that for Kim's benefit. Anyway, what is your name, miss, for the record?
Klaasje Amondu.
And where are you from? How old are you? Can we take a look at your passport, please? Where are you from? How old are you? What do you do? Miss, what is your specialization? Could we take a look at your passport? Or thank you, that's it for the record. Okay. I mean, just where are you?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
Oranje. Okay. What is Oranje? Let's avoid the questions that make us sound dumb. I mean, Republic of Oranje is kind of self-explanatory. It's one of those locations, one of those fictional locations within. I mean, one of the games within the setting of this game world here. Um, is how old are you? Is that one of the? Is that a question that should go on an official record? I guess I'll ask.
I'm 28.
She takes a drag. What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Oranese lit.
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
She raises both her eyebrows. Okay. What is Oranese literature about, or... Let's just go back to you.
Back to me.
She breathes in the menthol-flavored fumes, savoring it in her lungs. Oranese lit, what do you do with it? Can we take a look at your passport, please? I don't want to beat around the bush too much. I mean, taking a look at her passport feels like a step too far. I mean, she's not like she's a victim in this case, right? Like she's not. Don't really want to treat her like she's a suspect. Then again, for all I know, maybe she is. I mean, I did express a sneaking suspicion that maybe the hanged man's would-be rape victim is the one who killed him, and the dock workers covered for her. Wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, I think. I mean. I don't think it wouldn't hurt to ask her what she does with her degree in Oranese Lit.
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important. Show her some money. Okay, I'm just gonna say cool.
It's not very cool, but what can you do?
Yeah. Okay, thank you. That's it for the record.
The record. So official.
Nice room you've got there. We didn't really look in her room. I'm just gonna go on to they tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
She raises her eyebrows. Okay. Were you sexually assaulted, miss? Have you been raped? Forget about it. I don't want to talk about this shit. I mean... like, suggestion up here said, be careful when you go there. Use words like, I mean, like, there is something to be said for being direct about it. Again, because this is like for an official record, But then again, talking about referring to it as a sexual assault rather than a rape makes it slightly more distant, I guess. Makes it more I don't know. I'm leaning towards the were you sexually assaulted, miss. This is like it's a delicate topic. Okay, let's see where this goes.
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
She takes a quick drag, unperturbed.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
Actually, it's already afternoon. And what does that mean? Were you? Yeah, it's like 3:30 in the afternoon here. Um, it's a, I don't know, it's just like, actually, it's already afternoon is a bit of a smart-assy kind of thing to say. I don't know if I want to, I don't know if I want to express that kind of attitude when we're talking about a delicate topic. So, I'm gonna say, and what does that mean? Were you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him.
Yeah, she draws the word out. I can't say that stuff about him. Huh, okay.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
She searches for the word and it shrugs. Not my style. Jazz up the charges. I have to get. Um. Just talking about jazz up the charges. That sort of that sort of feels like she's not talking about the hanged man. I mean, we're not looking to charge the hanged man, he's dead. So why would she be talking about charges? Is she talking about somebody else? Hmm. Is she talking about perhaps Harry Dubois for that matter? I can't say that stuff about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more rapeable. Like, what? When she says tell them, is she talking about the dock workers? Like the union guys? The Hardy boys? Okay, well anyway.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
A good question, Kim.
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery, sexual assault maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Uh-huh. Plot thickens. So, yeah. I mean, dock workers claimed that they murdered the guy in response to him raping her, and now she's saying, no, I wasn't raped. They just told me to say that. It's just flat out saying, yeah, no, they told me to lie. So, well, so much for the Hardy Boy story, I guess. Titus asked you to spice things up for us, or are you sure you were raped? Oh, for goodness sake. What did happen between you and the victim? What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age. What did they hang him for if not rape? Or how did the Hardy Boys know you? Thank you for telling all this. Miss, conclude. Yeah, I have to consider what order to ask these questions in. Well, I'm thinking about that. I'm going to go use the washroom. I will be right back. And I'm back again. Excuse me. Okay. All right. What are we? Okay. So first of all, the question: are you sure you weren't raped? It's a stupid question to ask. I'm not going to touch that one. Titus asked you to spice things up for us. I mean, it's a valuable question to ask. Like, is it just for us, i.e., the cops, or like just generally they wanted her to tell everybody? Um, what did happen between you and the victim? I mean, it could be worth asking. What can you tell me about him, name, his age? Maybe we'll get to that. What did they hang him for if not rape? How did the Hardy Boys? I think what did they hang him for if not rape is probably the most pressing question at the moment.
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
Yeah, he had something to do with the strike. So basically, she doesn't actually even. It sounds like she doesn't even have any idea what their beef with him was. The fact that he was like one of the mercs sent to deal with the strikers and so on.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. That seems to suggest that she had something... that she had some kind of sexual encounter with a killed guy?
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Okay, so yeah, so what did happen between you and the victim? This has suddenly become a more pressing question to ask in light of this last line here. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. Yes, what did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
Partied. Wait, partied. Where have I heard that before? Or, you mean like a birthday party? It's like so innocent. What kind of partying? Point to your bloated face, the kind I do. I don't get it. What do you mean partied? Yes. The kind I do. She kind of knows. Since she kind of knows the kind of party we do, it seems like the most direct way to go about it. So let's go with that.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Oof. No one parties harder than me. Harder than this? Keep pointing to your face. I didn't know it was physically possible. Oh boy. Why are these my only options? No one parties harder. I'm gonna go with the harder than this. I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
Oof. She takes a long drag. You're still. Again. This. It is, yeah, possible to party harder than you because you're still alive. Indicating, i.e., he partied himself to death. Maybe he had an overdose or something. Toxicology reports would probably tell us about that, but yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to think how that fits in the timeline. I mean, Titus said that he raped Klaasje a week before they hanged him. Although, I mean, that could just have been a lie. Anyway, um, but yeah, I'm still strongly leaning towards that theory that he died ahead of time and they hanged him to cover for her. Like maybe he OD'd while he was partying with her. Like they were doing drugs together or something. Anyway, moving on.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
Wow. Okay. So they spend a lot of time together. Interesting.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Yeah. Yeah. So amphetamines, like they're. I, So yeah, like they're drinking drugs and yeah. Okay. Anyway, hmm. Yeah, and Titus Hardy indicated that he had sex with Klaasje too. So again, plot thickens. If they did kill him, uh, it's possible that there was more related to jealousy than anything that he was claiming. So I mean, you were lovers, were feelings involved, or understood. Were feelings involved? You were lovers. Let's go with were feelings involved.
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
Aw.
How did you two meet?
Lieutenant's voice is quite quiet and calm.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
Yeah, she taps on the roof with her 10-centimeter heel. 10 centimeters, eh? This is like. Anyway, okay.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
A month ago. Okay. It must have been hard for you to point to the yard seeing him there. I mean, yeah, no kidding. I can't imagine. I mean, do we want to go in the direction of like trying to empathize with her and talk about like emotional stuff, or should we keep focused on getting detailed information from her? I feel like I want to get more information, so let's say, what can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his, I don't know, hair.
Another puff, more nervous. Okay, well, in that case, I'm glad I didn't pick the option of it must have been hard seeing him hanging there. I mean, it might have been worse. But something flashed on the screen here. What's this? Question Klaasje about the dead man? Okay. Told you she can't talk about him now, but you need specifics. Hype bill, etc. to confirm your autopsy. Ask a little later when she has collected herself. Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Like, I mean, I can say this line, making it, in the context of like, yeah, it's like Kim just said, I know it's difficult. Like he's sort of empathizing with the difficulty. Like if I say this, it could be something I'm empathizing, but maybe it's better if I just move on. I mean, the objectives are implying that we're going to come back to talk to her about it anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I'm tempted to say this to try to sound empathetic, but yeah, let's just move on. How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
Yeah, they are. She looks to the floor. It's hard. Yeah, what was I going to say? I mean, it's the sort of thing I'm sort of torn about, like picking the maybe empathetic option, because it's like I get mixed messages from this game. Like on the one hand, it encourages me to pick every single option because you never know what's going to yield useful information or experience or whatever. But on the other hand, like there was this implied thing that like the first conversation with the first person I encountered turned out to be important. And like it just sort of gives a message of, oh, your choices might matter much later on down the line. So it's like it's hard to gauge which option to choose. I try to keep in mind the comment that Dev made that, oh, there's no wrong way to play Disco Elysium. So although I get mixed messages from Dev because even though they said that, they were making pointed comments about, click in the notebook, check the notebook, look at the notebook. Anyway. Yeah, mixed messages all around. Moving right along. And how'd you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party? Question mark. You have the little asterisks around party, right? It keeps putting asterisks around that word. It kind of reminds me of it might be obscure. Well, not obscure, but it just reminds me of Star Control 2 and the ores and how they're they have around their dialogue. A lot of their words have asterisks around it, and it's to indicate poor translations in their language. It's like this is sort of a similar idea, actually. Like the word party has an extra meaning. Anyway, moving on. Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
Did the background just jump? Oh, okay.
No, not as hard.
Not as hard. They're still alive. Maybe we can recruit her to just party them all to death. Anyway.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I mean, Titus indicated so.
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Yeah, you get it, girl. I mean, um, anyway, I mean, I I had a feeling she was going to say that. Okay. Anyway, Titus asked you to spice things up for us.
Pretty much.
She cradles her coffee cup in both hands.
Warming them.
Hmm. Okay, so the last options here are you sure you weren't raped? Must have been hard for you, point to the yard, seeing him there, or thank you for telling us all of this, miss. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to touch this question. This is a dumb question. Like, are you sure? Like, I mean, I sort of feel, I sort of like I sort of feel like she would know. But on the other hand, she was under the influence, so I don't know. It muddies the waters a bit. I'm kind of leaning towards like not saying that though. Um, Coming back to this, like tempted to say it. I'm gonna go for it. It must have been hard for you seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view.
Mm,
From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
Yeesh. Okay, so that's the bathroom through that door, I guess.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
Hmm.
He takes a small step closer.
Oh yeah.
You called us, the RCM.
Ah, is she the one that called?
Yes.
Aha! We solved that mystery. Hmm. Yeah, it took her 4 days to make the call, but yeah, 4 days of looking at the body. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Jackpot.
The call reporting the hanging. That was you. I mean, she just said so. So this feels redundant saying this. So I'm just gonna say nothing.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Mm-hmm. Got experience for that. That's neat. Think. Which? Oh, I guess it's in the done column. There you go. Anyway. All right.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Rebachol, miss.
Before we go on, if it's snitching, then why'd you do it? Collar's voice was disguised. Um, Honestly, both of these options feel a little bit accusatory. If it's snitching, then why'd you do it? Or the collar's voice is disguised. Um, yeah, I mean, if it's snitching, why do it? Let's go with that one, I guess.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called.
Hmm.
He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
Ugh. Takes a drag, her voice thick with disgust. That's... That sounds like a horrible thing to witness. I mean, as much as she's, apparently the kind of person who, like, gives of herself freely and is, um, involved with a number of men at a time. She did indicate that she had feelings for the guy, a little. That sounds horrible. Like having to see his body hang there every day, day after day, and people start stripping him. Anyway, the caller's voice is disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked the landline? Nicked it? How?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into the cold wire.
Huh. Well, I mean, that sounds like it wasn't intentional to disguise it then, but anyway.
So, she's Scott's mystery phone cutter.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, this potentially presents another like moral dilemma here, because Garrett said he'd love to find out who cut the phone line so he can bill them. But she's kind of telling us this in confidence, so I mean, like, it could maybe endear us more to Gart if we let him know about that. But on the other hand, it's like, is not a nice thing to do. Anyway, we're investigating a murder here, so anyway. And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
She looks into her coffee. Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Yeah, fair enough.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
There you go.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, well, still not going to go with that question, so I'm going to say thank you for telling all of us, Miss. Conclude.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Yeah, no kidding. Lieutenant looks at you. Okay, yeah, continue.
As he says so, you feel the young woman looking at you and get a feeling you can't quite put your finger on. A suspicion?
Oh. Okay, so Inland Empire, that's hunches and gut feelings is telling me something here. As he says, so you feel the young woman looking at you and get a feeling you can't quite put your finger on. A suspicion question mark. So I have options. I can say I had something else before we go, a little thing, or I can just say let's go. What little thing? Like what? A feeling you can't quite put your finger on. A suspicion. I don't know. Should I? Like, I sort of feel like my hunch, my Inland Empire skill, my hunches and gut feelings thing might be telling me something here. Okay, I had something else before we go. A little thing. I don't even know what I'm gonna say, but let's try it.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Nice room you got there, or let's talk more. I can ask her about, for the record, in case I decide I want to ask her for a passport, I suppose. Talk more about this so-called assault. I mean, oh, look at this nice room we got there. So this is just basically my option to redo the dialogue if I want, but I'm just gonna say nice room you got here. Why not?
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
What are you doing here in the whirling in rags? That window is new. Oh yeah. Hey, Diablo Graves, welcome to the stream. Hey, running late because I had to go pick up dinner. How goes it? It's all right. We had some interesting plot turns in the question of Miss Aranya here. Miss Aranya disco dancer. Turns out she wasn't actually sexually assaulted by the deceased. They, in fact, had a relationship going on, and the Hardy Boys told her to lie about it to, help them justify killing the guy. Which, raises all kinds of questions. Like how, it makes me suspect some other things. Like, I'm still not ruling out the possibility that, like the guy died when he was with her, like maybe OD'd on drugs or something. But I'm also now considering the possibility that one of the Hardy Boys, like maybe Titus, got jealous and killed him. Of course that isn't an invitation to answer any questions. This is I'm just speculating. I mean, there's still a number of possibilities, but yeah, we did note the window was replaced, so that seems worth asking about. That window is new.
It is.
Just move slightly to your left to check her reflection in it.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
So there's... Okay, no further comment on that? Okay. What are you doing here in the whirling in rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Hell, I mean, any of those could potentially be useful information, to be honest. Yeah, so she's just coming here for the winter. But here in Martinez is probably the most pressing one, because by all accounts, Martinez is, it's kind of a dump. Let's go with Kieran Martinez.
I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
You came to the right place. Yeah, good answer. You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been. No, this is Sassy Town. It's where the future of dance lies. Yeah, right. Or understood. Came to the right place. You're too... What? She's calling herself a wash-up disco has-been? I'm kind of tempted to say you're too young to call yourself a disco has-been. She's probably being a little too hard on herself. You came to the right place could also be a good answer, though. Sassy Town. Maybe on a future playthrough I'll go with the silly options, like, no, this is Sassy Town. Okay, well. You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been.
I'm really not.
Okay. I have other questions for you.
Okay.
She takes a pensive drag. She leaned real close to the mic for that one, the voice actor there.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Volition legendary, look her in the eye. 8%. It's a volition check? What's this about? It has very low chance of success, but it's just looking her in the eye. It's not like, it's not like what I was trying to recite poetry during that other stream. Where's my where's volition on here? Ah, my morale penalty is makes that take a hit all the way down to 8%, eh? I mean, it's a white check. I can retry it, so I'll give it a shot.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile.
Are you serious? I rolled a heckin' 10 on an 8% chance, meaning I needed an 11. Almost got it. No kidding. Earlier, earlier in the stream, I was commenting on how frequently the number 4 comes up on those rolls. I've gotten like 6 or 7 4s over the course of this game so far. Maybe more than that. I haven't actually been counting, but a statistically unlikely number of 4s. And the one time I got an actually high roll is when I was 1 shy. Okay, well, whatever. Oh well.
Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona.
Yeah. If I hadn't had that morale penalty there, I would have gotten it. You know. Oh well. What's this? Don't worry, we will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. Like, is this? Who's we? Is this our internal parts of ourselves talking to us? Okay. And moving on.
We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise.
I get the definite feeling that these last two things are maybe sort of related to Harry's past relationship and bad breakup and all that. Yep, there aren't that many volition or endurance checks, but when they happen, damage does count against them. Yeah. Well.
You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
Uh-huh.
Miss Aranye Disco Dancer, you want to put your hand on her back and feel it arch.
Wow, okay. Thanks, Savoir-faire. That's it's good that we have the know-how. That sounds like the kind of thing that electrochemistry would be more likely to say. What is ... happening? Question mark, or avert your eyes. What is happening?
Nothing, just time passing. Don't worry. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified.
Thanks, perception.
Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Am I being ... beguiled? Or, okay, I get, I mean, the fact that this check even happened kind of makes me suspect that there was something else happening there. I don't know. I think I want to avert my eyes at this point.
The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
You know, 2.2 seconds, you know, general rule of thumb, if you're looking for more than 2 seconds, you're staring. Oh well, anyway. Let's return to this later, miss.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
Okay. Until 11, you say? And we got an autosave. There's another door over here? At least to the same place, though, right? Or does it?
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
This is a small, heavy door. There's no lock in sight. Push. Where does this lead to? Physical instrument. Heroic. Kick the door. Thank you for your time, miss. Just kick the door in. um, it's just- it doesn't hurt to ask. Where does this lead to?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought I was asking Klaasje. Okay.
It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
Do you think it's important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
Now, Kim is seemingly making a suggestion to check out other rooms.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers.
So this is the shivers. This is our ability to tune in with the city chiming in here. I have the option. I can tap on the roof with your foot or shake it off. Tap on the roof with your foot? We're acting on a hunch here? What's this?
A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building.
Okay. I don't know what that tells me.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
It's not unimportant. I can try pushing it.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy.
I'm not going to kick the door in. Let's skedaddle. No one health put. Let's do endurance? Huh, okay. Okay, so this is her bedroom. We can. Oh, yeah. Kim has something to say. What do you got, Kim?
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Yeah. His voice is lowered. You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. The decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna. Poor Harry's clipping through the wall here. Yeah, like we're not gonna tell them that she made the call to the RCM, but this feels like we have to be a little bit delicate about how we approach this matter here. Anyway, say in a hushed voice, why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
She seems candid or something is off here. I mean, yes, Kim, you're correct, but there is sort of a feeling. I mean, is something off here? I mean, kind of. I feel like I feel like there's more we should have asked her. I mean, like it probably would have been prudent to ask her something like, "Hey, did you see them kill him?" You know. Then again, I mean, hey, maybe that'll be part of the questioning later. She did say we can talk about it later. She seems candid. I mean, she seems candid. It's true. Something is off here. Maybe. I mean, there was that visual check at the end, which I failed by one. Um, it kind of makes me wonder if there was something else I was going to that I could have determined by looking her in the eye. Um, I also kind of wonder what kind of interaction she's had with Harry. I mean, she kind of indicated she's slept with a lot of men. I wonder if Harry is one of those men. We don't actually know that for sure either way. I mean, there was a whole 3 missing days. Something is off here. Is something off here? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Kim's right. I mean, this does disrupt the game they prepared for us. We stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. All true. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there's no way to lie and get away with it. I mean, I don't think that's her reasoning. I mean, I like she called she's the one who called the police in the first place. I don't think her motivation was I need to tell the truth. I mean, I think her motivation was more like I couldn't stand to see my lover hanging in the backyard like that. Um, you know, I'm gonna say there's something is off here.
You think so? She seems forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things.
A shadow runs across his face. Yeah. Doesn't necessarily mean I suspect her of murder or anything like that, but yeah.
The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Oh yeah. That's a neat way of saying that, though. The best liars are always forthcoming. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think she was lying, but I think there are some things that she withheld. Oh well. Okay. And, why don't we take a peek in here? The way it's dark, it makes me feel like I'm crossing a terrible threshold by walking in here. Yeah, just as I thought, bathroom. See the yard below, the corpse is no longer there. Yeah. I'll take a peek.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Sheets of pills? Okay. Like, when we say sheets, are we talking about like prescribed medication? Oh, the plot thickens indeed. Yeah. Let's look at the medications.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves, sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Okay. Acetylic acid? I was going to say acetylsalic acid is aspirin. Is it acetylic? My brain wants to say acetylsalic, but maybe that's wrong. Typing in acetylic acid says, do you mean acetic acid? Yeah, aspirin, also known as acetylsalic. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Acetylsalic. Anyway, aspirin. What's APAP? Oh, sleep apnea treatments? Okay. Automatic positive airway pressure? Eye drops, blood thinners? So there's all kinds of things in here. I mean, like blood thinners? Something you'd expect for someone who has, I don't know, like who's prone to like stroke or high blood pressure or something like that. But I mean, in the context of Miss Aranya Disco Dancer, she's probably taking a variety of things just for the sake of getting high off them, or maybe they're there to help with some side effects. There's quite the collection in here.
Anything of note?
He asks in a lowered voice. Search the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Necra.
APAP, paracetamol, acetaminophen, probably? Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, acetaminophen, that's like Tylenol, so it's more painkillers. Paracetamol? I'm not sure about that one. I know that like acetylsalic acid is aspirin, acetaminophen is Tylenol, ibuprofen is Advil. But I mean, those are the trade names for those. Well, those are the active ingredients in the trade names of those particular medications. Paracetamol is another name for acetaminophen. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, well, you learn something new every day. Okay. Okay. Unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads Nacra. What's Nacra?
An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I think some of these drugs are to help counter overdoses. So she might even have a history of ODing on stuff. Or hey, maybe she bought it in response to Mr. Hanged Man overdosing or something. I don't know. Let's search the pill sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gottwaldian, marked red blister packs, you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
This is going to take a little know-how. Oh, electrochemistry has a role. Electrochemistry actually gets to do us some good for once. Our knowledge of drugs. And we get +1 for chemical hangover? Huh. Okay, 83% chance. Let's give it a shot. Watch me roll another 4.
A bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
Huh. Peptide. Sunny happy letters. Interfacing. This is a red check. Have you tried? Take it in secret? 42% chance of success. -1 for sweaty hands. I mean, if we want to keep things secret from Kim, okay, but I don't think that's a direction we want to go. What's so exciting about this orange bottle? Attend, I also see a brand called Peptide. Try to take it in secret or just take it in plain sight. I mean, I don't think we really want to be messing around in here too much. I mean, I was already reluctant to come in here. Like, it would be awkward if Klaasje came in here and was like, "What the heck are you doing in my bathroom?" But let's see. What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I have a strong suspicion that if we do take this, it's going to give us it might give us some handy boosts to some rolls, you know. It might actually be useful in game, but I don't really want to play the game that way. I think. Anyway, Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Peptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
Yeah.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
Let's close the cabinet. I didn't look at the toothbrush. Hold on.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus an old toothbrush, and it's been used quite a lot.
Okay. That's all. Okay. That's all that's in there. I'm going to close the door behind us. And close it with Kim still in there. He's trapped. Wait, is he really trapped? Did I lose Kim? Did I break the game? That's amazing. If I come downstairs, if I go downstairs, is he gonna like teleport to me? Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. The door automatically closed itself. I'm sorry. That was amusing to me. Okay. Anyway. So, confront the Hardy Boys with what Klaasje told you. You know what? Before I do that, since I currently have a morale penalty, and I don't have any more morale healing items. This seems like an important conversation to have and stuff. So why don't I buy some magnesium? Which are the? Ooh, I have a thought. The yellow roses in the window. Those aren't the flowers that were left for Klaasje. Okay. Yeah, what was up with that flower thing? The flowers that blew away.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Yeah. +1 endurance raincoat. Neat. Where's the
A
magnesium?
small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
And that's if I had been of the pack sitting type, I would have recommended this. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he probably didn't teleport. He probably just realized you weren't going to open the door and walked out himself. I mean, yeah. And he like closed your front door behind him as well. It's just kind of funny to picture it. We're on our way out, and I'm like, close the door with Kim just stuck in the bathroom, and Kim's just standing there going like, okay, I wonder what he's up to. I guess I'm just gonna stand here in the bathroom for a while. I'm gonna follow his lead. I'm gonna wait for him to open the door, and then I go downstairs, and he's still standing there. And he's like, I don't think he's opening the door. Anyway, um, so yeah, nose. Oh yeah, Nosebed for more health. What's Jeremy? Wait. Oh, okay. Jeremy is +3 health for 250. Okay, so it's one for .90 and is it for one for 90 cents and one for 250 or three for 250. So get a discount that way. I think I want to grab one of each. The three for save .20 real that way. So yeah, let's grab a Droomy.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Thanks. And Hypnogamma as well.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Why is this grade now? Anyway, shoot up some morale. And it's great because you already did it once, I guess so. Okay. I have to just out of curiosity.
Can I help you?
I saw another thing at the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Yeah, I knew it. I have the option of telling him that Klaasje is the one that broke the phone line. It's, again, like I said, moral choice thing. I don't think I don't think I want to actually betray.
Yes.
I don't want to actually betray Klaasje's confidence. I was just curious to see if it gave me the option to. Anyway, gotta talk to the Hardy Boys again. And I think what's this again? Oh yeah. You might get 5 XP. Yeah, I know. It seems like such a mean thing to do, though. Anyway, I need to go use the washroom again. I'm drinking lots of water. I guess it's going right through me. I'll be right back. And I'm back again. Sure, I actually have to get going myself, so I'll have to catch the rest of this on VOD. Good luck. Okay, cool. Thanks for stopping by, Diablo Graves. Have a good one. Oop. Be right back. So I'm back off. Okay. All right. Okay. So we got the logic shirt on. +1 logic, -1 authority, +1 visual calculus, -1 drama. I mean, these are probably plus composure, -sav off. Yeah, these are probably as good a combination of clothing items I'm gonna get for now. All right, here we go.
It's you again. What is it?
He acknowledges you gruffly. Okay, so want to talk about the hang again. Let's go over the rape victim again. Klaasje says she wasn't raped. I mean, you just be direct about it.
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Ooh. Big man's eyes and veins bulge. So we've gone from we need to protect her to it's just the mask. The mask doesn't so much slip as just goes crashing down. Anyway.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Uh-huh. It's just trying to help us get off or help Titus get off in technicalities. It's just like, oh, he was probably talking about some other effing whore that couldn't be trusted. Not Klaasje, right? Of course.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
The rat-faced man says carefully. Great, lovely. So we've gone from like effing whore can't be trusted, she's crazy, and she's in denial, and oh boy. Crazy, what are you talking about? She was very lucid. I did think that, yes, she's a little crazy, or cut the bullshit, she told me the truth. I'm tempted to just go cut the bullshit, she told me the truth. I mean, crazy, what are you talking about? She was very lucid is the more diplomatic way of saying it. Just go with the cut the bullshit, she told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
Uh-huh.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Takes a step closer and says...
She's done.
Reaction speed? Duck? Okay.
Titus Hardy.
Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
Interesting. Let's try doing our best to try to keep some measure of order here.
The room is so quiet you could hear a pin drop. The rest of the cafeteria has gone quiet, too. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
What's a suggestion? Someone has to rush in and break the tension. The second in command. Are you saying that one of them has to rush in, or Kim has to rush in on our side? Like, what do you mean by this?
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
Well, that's news. Detective Man snaps his fingers to get your attention. Okay, I mean, all right. We got him confessing to it on tape. Like, why didn't you open with this? But okay.
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
He turns to Titus, who's still breathing heavily.
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
He slams an audio tape on the table. Okay.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me. Or so what's on this tape? Where did you get this tape? Where can I listen to this? That's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation. I mean, there's a. We're talking about a tape. Are we talking about like an audio cassette? Are we actually going to have to buy a player at some? Like there's the player upstairs, but it's one of those things with the big reels on it. Okay, so I mean, we can escalate it and go, why should I care about the tape? You lied to me. We kind of indicated that Titus is on the verge of like trying to punch us out here. Let's go. What's on this tape?
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why. Won't you listen to it?
Where did you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
How to bug people? Door Gunner Megamix? You'll know why once you listen to it? What is that implying? Okay, so you bugged them, how?
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
He nods. Okay.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
He takes a little note.
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons? Swing meaning like dance classes? Like swing dance? That's what I... The first thing that comes to mind when you say swing lessons. Their chief? What, meaning the Cornell Mercs? Is he implying that he's had them bugged since before the beginning kind of thing?
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then? Or I think I get the picture. Let's say which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
So advanced heavy man wheezes. So, you're holed up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. I guess awesome. It makes it sound like they've just been bugging rooms and listening in on everything that goes on there, like just basically just since forever. You know, I mean, like even if we get the chance to like listen to this recording, we don't have a voice sample from Dead Guy to compare it to. I suppose either Klaasje or Joyce would be able to confirm it. Joyce would probably be the better choice to go to confirm that's his voice. So you don't particularly want to re-traumatize Klaasje if we can help it, or for that matter, letting her know that her room's been bugged all along. Could have consequences. I mean, I guess that kind of means she was right to be paranoid about the boys listening in. Like she, she's sabotaged the landline before making her call. Anyway, moving on.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
The chief picks his beer back up to offer a silent toast. Yeah. Incidentally, there was where was it? Yeah, the suggestion comment. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second command suggests that Elaine is Titus's second in command. Is that going to be important information later? Don't put yourself down, Angus. It sort of implies that Angus is the one who's like the technically minded one who put their bugging system together. Anyway.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
Okay, where can I listen to this? This feels like a bit of a dumb question. Just like, what do you mean, where do you listen to this? Just get a freaking tape player. Should I pick the more antagonistic option? Say, why should I care about the tape? You lied to me. I mean, it might be helpful to push him in the direction of direction of giving more information. I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't want to say where can I listen to this. I mean, but then again, like he might. Hell, he might have a tape player that we can use. I'm gonna go with why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
What the hell? I'll say, where can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
The Tent Whispers. Okay.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
His voice echoes like thunder in the small room. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that one.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
He repeats calmly in a hushed voice.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
That's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
He pushes the little tape towards you with his giant hand. Oh, hey, take the tape, fine, let's do it. I have the option to leave the tape. No thanks, Titus. I can get this wrapped up better without it. No, I'm going to take the tape. It would be weird if I didn't. I mean, it would, as he said, it would look like I'm trying to ignore evidence.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Okay, I'm going to take off now. Yeah, I sort of regret picking the where can we listen to this option. It didn't feel like a dumb thing to say. I only said it because it's like, oh, whatever. Sometimes saying dumb stuff gets you more information, and also the like, why should I listen to this is also feels like a dumb thing to say, because it's like it does, as he said, it implies that I don't intend to listen to the evidence. Okay, so it is like a real thing. It's not a cassette tape. Tape Door Gunner Megamix. Magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy. It supposedly holds a recording of Mercenary Task Force radio communications recorded via a de-encryption station. Another good omen. Requires a boombox to play. Okay, so a recording of the Mercenary Task Force radio communications. Okay, so it wasn't just, they didn't just bug the room. It was they were listening in on their communications. Okay, I can interact with it.
You stare at the great Door Gunner Megamix. If only you had a boombox, you would be able to play Titus's tape. The tape feels ominous. Upon it, the dead speak. Respect the tape.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, as I said, there's a player in the room. I have a very strong suspicion that the player in the room is broken and I can't play it on that. Because there was a very conspicuous tape player in the pawn shop and amongst ceiling stuff. So I have a feeling I'm going to have to buy those after all. I don't remember how much they cost, but come to think of it, I think the tape player that in the pawn shop was cheap. So, or maybe. Or was it ceilings the one that was cheap? In any case, I sort of feel like this might be a good stopping off point. The stream has been 2 hours. Yeah, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I regret that I said, "Why should I listen to the tape?" When you lied to us, particularly since. Again, Miss Lawyer Elizabeth is standing there listening in on it. That's the kind of thing that might come back to bite me later, as has apparently, it's been demonstrated in this game. Oops. Oh well. Yeah, probably not going to rate anyone. I'm just going to take a peek at who's streaming right now anyway. Yeah. I mean, there's only one person watching anyway. It might that one person might even be me. You know what? A Charizard streaming. She's cool. She's someone I know in real life, and it would be nice to give her support, even if it's just one person. So what the hey? Let's give her a raid. I haven't been raiding out from my Disco Elysium streams so far because I'm like, oh, if I raid someone, it's probably going to be someone else playing Disco Elysium, which means I'm probably going to run into spoilers. But in this case, yeah, she's only got 2 viewers though, so we'll be increasing her viewer count by 50%. Yeah, she's playing Kingdom Hearts, so it's completely different. Did it work? Getting a weird message here. Okay. Okay. I think. The display is all weird. Sorry, bear with me. Anyway, yeah, it seems, yeah, progress is made. The plot thickened a lot, so that was kind of neat. Getting that information from Klaasje. And, yeah. Um, yeah, we're just gonna have to check it out and see where it goes. Maybe buy a tape player. But that's all for now. Until next time.